got the feeling that it's not gonna work out. I got the feeling.
Hey guys, and welcome to my new YouTube video. So as you can see, you may notice I'm actually in a different sort of position. So I'm still filming and I'm still making a video, but I have a microphone here and I'm actually filming straight from my computer, hence the little screen that you can see like above me. I'm actually using OBS Studio for this, and this little video is pretty much just going to be me reacting to and looking over some of the tweets I've screenshotted throughout the year. So you may actually recognise them. Some of them you probably won't, but some of them you may relate to, or you may have seen on Twitter or Facebook and stuff like that. So I just thought easiest way to do it is to get my Pinterest account up and pretty much just go through everything that I've taken a screenshot of. So there are 241, but I don't know how many of them we're going to go through. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, so if we look at this first one, it says, I was in Asda with the missus and put a box of Stella in the trolley. What do you think you're doing? Asked the missus. It's an offer, £10 for 24 cans. Put them back, we can't afford it, she said. A few aisles on, she picks up a £20 jar of face cream, puts it in the trolley. What are you doing? I said. It makes my face look beautiful, she says. I said, so does 24 cans of Stella and that's half the bloody price. Quite funny. Nah, wait a minute, what the fuck happened to this year? I swear it went January, heat wave, it's coming home, it's coming home, heat wave, Halloween, December. That is very relatable actually. Pentagon, hexagon, octagon, whereshigon. That's very funny, a little bit not nice, but it's very true. I hate when lecturers tell jokes like, bro, this isn't live at the Apollo, just tell me what I need to know so I can leave. That's true. Can someone tell me how they get guys to talk to them in pubs or clubs, or even to call them beautiful? Because I'm always the one who never gets it. No matter what you do, it's so hard to get the right people who watch your video. The views are getting less, I'm tired of people saying great video or I liked it, watch back, so this is why you should watch. Ugh, you don't even watch. I'm feeling so down and I'm done with this shit. I think basically that one's talking about the YouTube community, how some people just fake that they've actually watched someone's video and they actually don't. So that's pretty much what that one's about. I don't understand how some people can just lie to your face and pretend to be your friend. Just be honest and kind, it'll get you so far in life. Now that's very true. I refuse to associate with people who manipulate others, downplay others' successes, failures, or pain by highlighting their own. Talk behind others' backs, always make themselves the victim, intentionally cause drama or use their problems as an excuse for their behaviour. Now that one is very, very true. It's a lot of deep stuff in one tweet, but I think the reason I screenshotted this is because I've actually gone through quite a lot of these things myself. How sometimes people downplay my success in order to just talk more about themselves, sort of thing. So sort of like, I know I'm doing good things and I know that some of the things that I'm doing are very, very like positive and stuff like that, and someone just goes, oh yeah, so do you remember what I was doing the other day? Like, I completely like dismisses and disregards what I did. If someone isn't texting you back, they're not interested in you, because let's be real, everybody has their phone on them 24/7. Now that's very true as well. Like the fact that so many people, like whether it's my friends or whether it's like my mutuals on Twitter or anything, the amount of times I've sent messages to people and had no messages back, and it's sort of like, I know you have your phone on you, so just read the message, let me know you're not bothered, let me know you don't really want me to message you, don't just ignore me, because that'll make me just want to message you even more. Not eating all day so that you can get drunk off 2 beers, it's called financial health, look it up, idiot. There's an old expression that says, when one door closes, another door opens, but you could just open the closed door or close the open one yourself, because that's how doors work after all. That's very funny. Some of these tweets, like, they're not funny, they're not really intellectual, they're just true. Like, it's just how it is. I think there's another YouTube one. Quantity does not equal quality. There's a ton of smaller YouTuber channels with amazing content that do not get recognition they deserve, because if you don't have a high subscriber count or viewers, don't even bother checking out your content. Support smaller channels. And that's very true. And I think Carissa is one of the girls that I've got on Twitter. I think she's part of the I'm a Creator community. I'm not too sure, but I obviously have her from somewhere. But yeah, a lot of people just focus on subscribers and the fact that they make videos on YouTube for money. I pretty much just do it because I enjoy doing it. It's something I've just been doing now for a couple of years. I love editing videos. I love coming up with weird and wacky ideas, getting my mates involved, and just pretty much I feel like I've got a better online presence than I do in real life. Like, I'm confident online and I am confident in real life around the right sorts of people, but I feel like I've made so many more friends online and through the online world, as opposed to in real life. Care about people's mental health every day, not just when it's not just when it's popular on social media. And again, that's another true one. People often just worry about people's mental health on Mental Health Day and Mental Health Awareness Week and stuff like that. You should be not worrying about it, but you should be like helping people get through it every single day. There is going to be someone every single day going through something negative, and it's like something like Christmas, fine, you celebrate on the day. But something like mental health, you shouldn't just be celebrating it on Mental Health Awareness Day or Awareness Week. That's something that just needs to constantly be going on. Oh, a tweet from my fellow friend Becky. So she tweeted back in September of this year, "Now, I don't want to go all Dragon's Den on you, but how mental would it be if trains had one of those Wetherspoons apps where you could order food to your seat, instead of completing your Bronze Duke of Edinburgh award, carrying all of your stuff through 78 carriages for a chicken sandwich, pay me later." That's pretty true. They do serve food on the trains, but you have to walk from like one end of the train to the other. Sometimes we try so hard to make all the people in our lives... Right, let's try that again in English. Sometimes we try so hard to make all the people in our lives happy that we forget to make ourselves happy. Now that is a relatable tweet. Tattooing on fake skin is actually shit. It's like practicing your bowling skills on Wii Sports. That was a very, very recent tweet actually. That came out 13th of December. But yeah, that's pretty true. There's no point tattooing something on fake skin because it's almost like practicing bowling on Wii Sports. He basically just said that. I just said the same thing as he just said. Not reanalyzing these tweets, am I? But I'm also deleting them so at least I know which ones I've done. Obviously someone's edited this, but it just says thank you next. Hattie Gladwell, she is, I think she's a blogger or a writer or something relating to that. She always tweets relatable tweets. I'm sure that half of the tweets have been copied or changed slightly from other people, but she does tweet really, really good stuff. One here, so other people are saying things like, she looks horrible and ugly, such an attention seeker, he needs to man up and get over it, he's acting like a baby. Someone dies by suicide and the same people just go, always think about what you say to people, be kind, mental illness is real, you never know what someone's going through. So it's sort of people contradicting themselves. And like I said about that mental health tweet before, that it's not just a one day thing and you can't just act horrible to someone one day because another day where you want to actually be nice to them, they may not be there. So just treating people how you want to be treated back, not saying negative stuff. If someone has mental illness, don't take the mick out of it. If anything, you should help it or try and report it to someone to get them the help that they need if you can't do it yourself. Tana Mongiao, I think the YouTuber. I literally have to talk to myself while editing, like, it's okay sweetie, it's all going to be over soon. This is the home stretch. You can have one bong rip once, it's exporting. Good job, honey. Like, I hate it that much. It's relatable in the fact that, yes, it takes quite a long time for people to edit videos, but at the same time, once you have edited it, you know that that's another video in the bag, basically. Another person on Twitter, one of my favourite games to play is my headache from dehydration, caffeine withdrawal, a lack of proper nutrition, my ponytail, my stress, lack of sleep, not wearing my glasses, or brain tumour. So it's always like students are always having headaches and they're always feeling a little bit on the weak side, so it's sort of like, oh, what are we blaming it on today? Another one from Hattie. So, you are not weak or stupid or unloved or alone like your brain tells you. You are not any of the shitty stuff it says. It's hard not to listen to it, but remember that it's all untrue. You are loved, you are valuable, and you do have a meaning and a purpose. You're so much stronger than you know. That's just a general positivity tweet. A lot of people obviously go through negative stuff, and just seeing something like that or having someone receive something like that is just such a positive thing. It won't exactly resolve the issues, but it will make people think that people care about them, and they do. Some woman on my train just said, "Yum, I smell a chocolate orange," and her mate turns to her and said, "No, Laura, you fat cow, it's an actual orange." Nearly spat my coffee everywhere. It's rude, but it's funny. So Benji Brown, another YouTuber that I know, so he tweeted back in November, "Have you ever stayed up late with someone talking and known as time went by that you'd be tired in the morning, but it didn't matter because it was worth losing sleep over to laugh with someone and enjoy their company?" Now this for me is such a relatable tweet. I know I'm saying a lot of these tweets are relatable, and I'm sure many of them have been spoken about before, but this one is actually relatable. The amount of times I've had phone calls with people, I've had constant messages with people like throughout the whole night. So I've not had sleep throughout the whole night because I've been talking to and spending time with my friends, whether it's been online or whether it's been like actually in real life, people hanging out in my room. But yeah, that sort of thing is very, very true. This one would be more my auntie rather than my mum. It's almost like my auntie saying, "You better not be on your overdraft," and me going, "Nah, that minus 821 is just a bit of banter between me and Barclay," or the bit of banter that me and Barclays have. Now luckily for me, I haven't actually been in my overdraft. I know a few of my friends that that were in their overdrafts last year. They're not doing too badly this year, and I sent that to a few of them and just said, haha, definitely you, sort of thing. I swear to fucking God, there is nothing more stressful than driving around a city centre you don't know very well with someone who can't drive giving you directions. And my mate tagged me in this because me and him went to Leeds to run a Duke of Edinburgh's expedition. We were driving around, where was it? Leeds? I think, yeah, it was Leeds. Driving around in Leeds. I don't know how to, we didn't have a sat nav, so I had to give instructions from a map. And my phone was dead, I think I'd run out of data or something like that. And me giving instructions in stressful circumstances is not the best. So if you're going on a road trip with me, then please don't ask me for instructions, just make sure your sat nav's topped up with battery. That sound when you close the cupboard and hear something fall inside, that's the sound of somebody else's problem. That's very true as well. Who the fuck drinks sparkling water on purpose? Just accidentally bought some, that first sip has ruined my day already. I don't understand people who can drip. I do understand people can drip. I don't understand people who can drink sparkling water. There's nothing worse than that. I don't drink coffee, I don't drink sparkling water. I'm not really a fan of any of these fruity sort of drinks. I think for me it's water, milkshake, milk, that's pretty much it, or alcohol. In England, you don't say I'm going now, you slap your knees and say right, which means I should have left 2 hours ago but was too polite to interrupt you. I didn't mean to gain all of this weight, it happened by snackadent. Yep. When your pal hands you another shot and you're not sure you can handle it, but you take it anyway. And nice accompanied picture of Scarlett Moffat from I'm a Celeb. I feel like that's definitely me with Rianne. I'm always, last year, mate, primarily, I was always giving her the shots. I nearly said I'm giving her the shits. I don't think I was giving her the shits. If you get less than 100 comments per video, then please reply, or it's just plain rude. These people are supporting you so much, the least you can do is type thank you. For fuck's sake, stop letting these numbers go to your head. So I think, again, what Gemma is saying here, this is again to do with YouTube, and it's sort of if you're not a big channel and you're being rude and just sort of not replying to comments, it is rude. You've only got a couple of hundred supporters, you can reply to 3 comments, making out you're some big-headed, big-ass channel. That's pretty much what she's getting at. If you have a small group of supporters, at least respect that small group of supporters, otherwise you'll lose that group of supporters. To anyone that's reading this, I pray that whatever is breaking you or whatever you're stressing about, it will get better. I pray the dark thoughts, the overthinking and the doubt exit your mind. May clarity replace confusion. May peace and calmness fill your life from this moment on. I mean, yeah, it's just a standard tweet, just getting rid of the negativity and moving forward with positivity. So we've got another one of my YouTube friends, Jack Ben Edwards. So he tweeted back in October of this year saying, my department sent us all the wrong room for today's lecture, so 100 English students just realised we were actually sitting in a first year sociology lecture after 5 minutes of trying to work out what the theories about the nuclear family had to do with American poetry. So he studies English and he's learning about sociology, so that was awkward probably. I'm only 23, but one piece of advice I would tell anyone younger than me is listen to the advice people give you. It has helped a lot so far. Most of the time it is for your own benefit. Swallow your pride and either accept the advice given or at least ponder on it. Sunday thoughts. So I think this is pretty much just saying advice, being given advice, you don't always have to necessarily agree with it, but it's sort of, don't just completely ignore it. At least think about whether the advice being given to you can use in a certain way, or whether you can help sort of push yourself forward more positively. Don't just ignore it. Like it says here, you don't have to necessarily accept the advice, but at least ponder, at least think about it. Don't just disregard someone's point straight away. Stop treating your viewers and subscribers like numbers. It's great to set goals for your growth, but when you treat people like metrics instead of human beings, I can guarantee people won't want to hang around your stream. Make sure to appreciate all your supporters. The thing with me is, last year I wasn't fussed about numbers, and I'm still not fussed about numbers now. I think the only goal that I had from last year was just to reach 1,000 subs. Now I've reached the subs, I'm making content and I'm producing, I'm starting to make my own podcasts, which is what I'm enjoying. And I think, yeah, it is good to set goals for your growth, but not necessarily in numbers. I think my growth for me is the more people that I can expose my channel, my blog, my YouTube and everything like that to, the better. And I'd rather just let it do stuff naturally and organically than me forcing it upon people who may not actually give a crap about what I'm doing. Because I know there are quite a few people that I've sent my blog link to, or that I've sent my YouTube link to, and they say, right, great, thanks for the link, I'm just not really interested in you as a person, or I don't really watch videos, or I'm not really interested in watching and reading stuff on the internet. So it's not a personal thing, it's just a person's preference, basically. A tweet from Anthony here. So RC equals I'm not coming, never was coming, never considered it, never gave it a second thought, only remembered because you asked me again. So not sure what makes less sense. The fact that BTS call their fan base of indie 9-year-olds girls an army, or the fact that BTS have a fan base. BTS is like the K-pop boy band. I've never heard any of their music. But that's quite a funny comparison. The fact that they call their 9-year-old fangirls army, or the fact that they actually have a fan base. So yeah, that's quite funny. We've got another YouTube post here. I think I'll do a few more and then I will do the rest in a different episode. Ghostly Sims, i.e. Nicole Hayes, she tweeted, I don't ever expect to be someone's favourite small YouTuber. I'm just happy to record videos that hopefully people will enjoy, and I'm always happy to support other people because they deserve it more than I ever could. You're all amazing, never forget that. And that's pretty much what my sort of motto is at the moment. I know I keep talking about me, but I remember last year and a couple of the years before that, I was always thinking about myself. How can I grow? How can I develop? How can I get more subscribers and content and stuff like that out? And I think what's changed me this year is the fact that I can see so many people working so hard, and I know that I've come from a good place, had a bit of a difficult upbringing, had a little bit of a complicated uni life, and I'm in such a positive place now. I know I don't have the best everything. Like, I know I'm not the best looking. I haven't got the best work mindset sort of thing. I don't always have the best YouTube ideas. My editing's not the best, and I know I do have some flaws in other things, but the fact that I'm happy doing what I'm enjoying doing, and I feel like pretty much what she says here, I think the sort of gist around the tweet is that I'm now in a positive place. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I sort of want to pass that positivity onto other people. So helping other people and doing as many promotional videos for other YouTubers and YouTubers channels is pretty much what I'm going to do. Oh, it was one of my tweets. So I tweeted this October. There's no way anybody is going to love or appreciate me if I don't love or appreciate myself, no matter how many flaws I have. Pretty much what I just said. I think I obviously found that tweet from someone and wanted to tweet it so I didn't lose it. I don't think streamers should ever be rude to one another. We all have the same goal and we all work our asses off, so we should work together to reach those goals and not be enemies. That's the same with everyone and everything. If you're in a group with people who have the same interests, who have the same hobbies, who have the same passions, there's no point trying to put them down, because then you'll be seen as one of these negative people, and you're not exactly going to get very far either. Another one, so this is from Relationships 0 quotes on Twitter. So true friends are absolutely amazing because they put up with all of your quirks. They are always there when you need to vent about life and know things about you that nobody else does. Don't let them slip away. And this is what I've said to quite a lot of my friends, the fact that I've actually been so open with quite a lot of my friends. A lot of my friends have been quite open with me. I don't really want to name names, I don't really want to mention stories. I've had people talk to me about their sexual encounters, their relationships, their friendships, their family problems, their own problems, like things that they've had to deal with themselves, things that they've lost, things that they've gained. And yeah, I think friends and family are pretty much on the same level, but I think with me personally, I have a lot more trust in my friends, and I think my friends have a lot more trust in me than their or my family. So we'll just do 2 more tweets here, and then we'll finish up this episode, and we'll do another episode pretty much doing the same thing. So WarriorGirl_100 on Twitter is one of my YouTube friends. She was actually in one of my YouTube collaborations when I did it about the gaming tag, talking about all the different types of games you enjoy. So she just tweeted, people who stand up as soon as the bus or train starts moving because they're getting off at the next stop annoy me so much for some reason. Like, sit down, relax. This is definitely, well, it's not aimed at me, but it does relate to me. So many times on the train, either I've been the person that stands up just as the train's moving to the next stop, or I've witnessed it. And I think there was one thing that happened. I was sitting in the corner, like on the little end seat, where like the priority seat, but there was no priority people on the train, and this girl just gets up. I don't know what, I think she must have been like 22, 3, like she wasn't young enough to be at school, but she wasn't old enough to be like a mature woman, and she got up and she sort of like pushed her way through everyone, so she just kicked by accident, but she just kicked this random girl's leg. But the thing that got me is that she didn't turn around and say sorry. Fine, it was an accident, she didn't mean to do it. She could have at least said, oh, sorry. But she had headphones in, she was doing bits on her phone, and she just left. So I think, yeah, people that get up straight away, like before the trains even got to their stop, it's a little bit rude, a little bit annoying, but it just happens. And in London primarily, it just happens, so you can't really deal with it. And the last little tweet I'm going to do today is a tweet from Iggy Azalea. So this is back in September. This is the 14th of September. Diss songs shouldn't be filled with celebrity name drops to pad out lazy bars. So there are so many diss tracks and diss songs that YouTubers are aiming at other YouTubers, that singers are aiming at YouTubers, that people are aiming at people. And yeah, you can't just use other people's names for clout, as people call it. You can't just drop famous people's names and stuff because you're too lazy to actually think of lyrics yourself. That's pretty much going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I will probably be with you at some point for a new stream of tweets. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments, do you like this new type of content that I'm giving a go? Like, because I think over the next few weeks and probably the next few months, this is the sort of stuff I'm going to try and do a lot more. I feel like it's nice to have my face on the screen, but it's also nice to actually see a visual on the screen as well. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to do all the funky stuff. I'm going to put links to my second channel, my blog, my Instagram, my Twitter, everything like that. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, I hope to see you here at some point soon. But yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.